Hello everybody, welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador server. Yes, Wild Tracker here. Woohoo! Good to see you all. Hopefully we've got a nice video for you today, because we're down here at the triple spider spawner and we're going to have some fun with that. Or should I say we've had some fun with that. Yeah, it's... This is where we've got to so far. I did record a video with Yanis, and unfortunately the quality wasn't quite that good. Hopefully you're enjoying the quality of this video, by the way. Check that out. We are recording at, well, 360 frames per second, and if you look on the right side, that's because we've got a GTX 970 in a brand new computer. So woohoo! I'm excited. But yeah, unfortunately when I recorded with Yanis, the settings weren't quite right, so the video quality hasn't quite come out as I wanted it, and so I thought, well, I might as well just show you where we got to anyway, because it pretty much was a show and tell kind of thing. So yeah, this is a triple spawner, so let's start off by digging into here. Hopefully there's no spiders in here. There isn't, because we get one or two trapped in here, but that's not really a major issue for us because we're getting lots. So what we've done is we've got the three spawners. They're all on the same level, which is pretty good. There's one in there, and then there's one through on that side, and we've encased them in a typical sort of spawner room. For now we've just used this black clay, and we want to decorate the walls somehow. We've put glass above them to stop them spawning above that, and the reason they're not spawning at the moment is because we've got these 9 lights above, and I'll go up and show you the wiring for that in a minute, but it's enough that we can turn these lights on and deactivate the spawner, so that's pretty cool. You can see the water sources going down there, so we've kind of put one in the corner and we're kind of pulling them this way a little bit, and so we haven't put them all the way along the wall, and again that keeps them off these walls as much as we possibly can, and that's what we want to do. So we've got a water source, a water source, and a water source, and again same down here, and then we've just got these signs, so all they do is they drop down into that middle or bottom bit of water. It's only 1 deep, and then make the way along there. There's just a I want to say trapdoor then, but it's not. It's a pressure plate just underneath there. So yeah, that's the room. That's the sort of the layout of there. And that seems to be working pretty well. We spent about 5.5, 6 hours doing this, planning it out and doing it all. So yeah, and the idea we came up with is this sort of pipes really. And there you can see one of the pressure plates there, and that's purely so we can continue the water channel going along. So this water channel is only 1 high, because that's great for these spiders, and it means they're not climbing and we can push them along. And even if one sits on top of one of those, which they do occasionally, because of the new hitboxes, the next spider that comes along pushes him there. So we're only usually left with 2 or 3 spiders maybe in the spawner when we turn them off, so that's pretty neat. Then we've got, and I don't really want to head down there yet because I can't get out, but then we've got a very simple mob elevator here, and we've actually done each of these at a different level, so you can see that they've come out, even though the spawns are at the same height, we've dropped them down much further. So this one is right at the bottom, this one's halfway up, and this one's towards the top. They all come up through this elevator, and the reason we do that is, again, collision. If they all came out at the same place, they kind of fight to get into this one spot space, so we just dropped them in at a different height, go into this mob elevator, and then they come up through here, and this is where they will sit. And so I'll tell you what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this system on, which is here. So we've got the spawner active, spawner off. So we do that. As you can see, they suddenly started spawning, and they're all going to come out through those channels. But I just want to go and show you the lighting while they gather. Some of them will spawn, some of them won't. So yeah, so this is, if I can get around here, ignore all of this bit, this is for the killing. We need to break this block, which is fine. So yeah, so underneath this block is that lever, and then we just simply send a signal into each of these rooms, and it just lights up the torches, so the redstone lamp. So it's pretty simple. Again, signal goes down there, and the signal goes down here, which can be a bit challenging sometimes because this is also a slime chunk. So we've had a couple of small slimes in there, and it just brings us out down that area. So that's pretty cool. We'll have a look at the redstone in a moment, because as you can see now, these guys are starting to come along, and they're coming in there. And if we just go underneath here, you can see what they're doing is they're coming up and they're just sitting here. This is where they're going. They're coming up to the top and they're just sitting there, and that's what we want them to do whilst we're AFKing, is come and sit there. Now this red block is the AFK block, because if we go this way, that spawner turns off, so it comes on there, that's on, and likewise if we actually went a full block over, the other spawners turn off. But as it is here, this is pretty good. We can stand anywhere on here, we activate them. So you can see one down there as well. Yeah, he's just sat there, but the next one that comes along from over here, he should push him along. So yeah, and eventually, you know, sometimes it takes the time to go up a little bit, but eventually they all go up, and it's all working nicely. So let's have a look at the redstone of this thing. This is something that Janus did a tutorial on, so you can check out his video. It is in German, but even I understood it, so, and I don't speak German, so and he's moved on. So yeah, so it is in German, but it's very, very well laid out. You can literally follow it step by step, even without him understanding him, and you'll see how to build this. So go and check out Janus's channel. There'll be a link down below to him and everyone else. So he is Iosa, I want to say, is his channel, but he'll be down below anyway. And we're starting to get quite a few of these guys coming up in here now. And let's just look at them. They're just everywhere. So that's pretty cool as a spawner. Very, very quickly. You can see I'm on level 39 now. But it's amazing how quickly they suddenly start coming up. And all you have to do is wait till this sort of slows down. But look at that down there, they're still just spawning like crazy. And because we've got 3 spawners, we get XP very, very quickly. We've still got a bit of area to finish off here, because what I want to do, and perhaps we'll do that today, is get at least an enchanting area done up here, because I think we need to do that. And we've got a lot more sort of building and stuff to finish off with the looks of all this as well. So it's nowhere near complete, but it is functional. So let's see, set 1. So literally, those come up. Some of the others, gosh, look at them all come up through there. So the ones that come up will let through, and then anything that comes up afterwards will just be held for the next time, really. So they're all there. Let's do it. So we open that. Boom, they all come up. We then close it again, so all those will just be held underneath. And then we press this button. First of all, they get hit by lava, and then all of a sudden we get some water come out, and the reason for that is that we just want them down to 1 hit, and that's a perfect timing for doing it. And I'm careful not to stand more than 2 blocks here, because if I go on that block they can reach me. And I'm using a sword, because as you can see, using a sword we can use the swipe attack, and just quickly kill them all. Look at that, all that lovely XP sitting on the floor waiting for me to come along and gobble it up in a minute. So that's those gone. And then we simply come in here, collect all the XP, and say that wasn't very long, but the idea is once you're up to 27, that you should be able to get up almost 3 levels, which is easier to do at 27 than it is 39. So yeah, and then when you're doing that, whilst then, you know, you're AFK in here again, you can be up here and we'll get some enchanting going on or something like that. So it might sit in this roof here. How many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to be 5 really, but yeah, so we'll work that out. We'll have a look at that, but let's take a look at the redstone, because I'm sure you want to have a look at that and see how it all works together. It is fairly straightforward. Even I kind of understand it, even if I didn't come up with it. So what we've got here is this lever here, first of all, is one that operates the door, and all it's doing is powering at a diagonal. In fact, it's not even doing that, it's powering this block above this piston. It's a sticky piston, and the piston is just pulling this block there, and it allows them to come up, and then the sticky piston is pushing the block back again. So that's all that's doing, and it's nice and simple. It's got to be that way around, because anything at the back will interfere with that piston, so it's that way around. Now this other button, which is here, this is one we activate the lava and the water. So it sends a signal this way. There is a piston underneath here. Now I think that quickens a pulse, I believe, because this is all about the timing. This timing has got to be perfect. If it's just one tick out, they'll all die before they get the water, and we don't want that. So yeah. Now as you can see, there's two signals coming out of here because there's some redstone underneath. So that's really to turn the lava on, and then what we do is we carry the signal along. So the bottom one is doing a pulse for the lava, so it sends the lava in and out. And then this signal here comes along, and all these repeaters are on 4 ticks, come back along again. We then activate this, which then dispenses water, and because the redstone block goes over there, it then dispenses again and pulls it back in again. So it's just a quick pulse to extinguish the mouse, and that's it. That's the entire redstone. So it's really, really simple. It's literally a button on a block, redstone, piston underneath there pointing upwards, sticky piston with that block on. We've got a repeater. You've got some redstone underneath here on blocks going into repeaters. And then again, this is just redstone into repeaters, a sticky piston, and a bit more redstone, and that is it. It's really, really simple redstone. So yeah, even I can put it together if I wanted to, but I let Giannis do it. So but again, they're all just going up there, but I think I'm going to turn this off for now because the noise is getting too much. But that's the great thing about this, we can deactivate it, and then once all those spiders have come along, we'll be able to kill them all. But let's just do that again now. Open them up, close it, hit the button, and then wait for the water to put them out, and then they're ready to come over here. And look at that swipe attack. That's what I love about this version of Minecraft. We've got the swipe attack, or the sweep attack, and it basically allows us to get and he hit me. You hit. So yeah, you do have to be careful because of that. So it's no, and you can see I'm full of string already. So I don't know whether we're going to. We could perhaps put a hopper here, but it wouldn't necessarily get them all. But I guess the other thing is, if we open and close it, they're going to drop down, and then we could have a hopper at the bottom as well to collect some of the items. So yeah, not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. But again, that's just, that's the details. I mean, you've got to ask yourself is how much string does one really need? I don't know. I've got a lot. But I guess string is handy because you can make wool, so it's like a wool farm, I guess, isn't it, at the same time? So, but yeah, nice and easy XP farm, and lots of XP. Alright, so I've decorated this out a little bit more, or rather enclosed it, shall we say. It's not really decorated, it's just enclosed. So what I've done is, just up here, I've hidden a crafting table, and we're going to put up an anvil and an ender chest, because people will want to access ender chests and things like that, because that's certainly where I keep my diamonds and will keep lapis. And I'm going to put this up here, so as you can see there's bookshelves going around there. So yeah, that hopefully will give us level 6. That's not level 30. Okay, which is a bit strange because this floor shouldn't make any difference. Why is that not giving us level 30? Level 6 again. Something is not quite right here, so let's just take this down, because as you can see, it's everything's surrounded by 15 bookcases. I'm guessing, does that even give us level 30? No. What's wrong with this equation? I have no idea. Let's go and have a look. I don't think that needs that roof space, does it? Is that interfering with it? Let's have a look now. Ooh, 22. That did make a difference. Okay, I thought it was only this area surrounding it that made the difference, but clearly it's not. It's the one above it. Level 30. Excellent. Okay, so that's fine. We can go and put these blocks higher up, so to speak, to where those are there, I guess, because that's not going to interfere with it at all. and I just need to get all my blocks back and fill those bits in. So I will do that in a second and hope nothing falls on my head in the meantime, because that would be disastrous, wouldn't it? But yeah, otherwise that's starting to come together quite nicely. The other bit I need to do is really work out how we're going to get people in here. So what I'm thinking is, rather than this going down one there, which means it's down one there as well, so we might lift it up flush against this block, and in fact we might even take that block out. So let's just do that, and because these are not actually part of the build as such. Okay, so we'll just take those down for now. We can take that one down, so we can just literally carry this along from here. Oh, I've got it on the wrong level again. Right, do that again. Yeah, so we carry it along from here. This is why I don't do building on camera. So that's there. So what I do need to do is get back up again. Give me some blocks that we can destroy. Good. Can we get rid of those? We can. Okay, so we've got this walkway coming out now, which kind of fits going across. You can see inside there. When you come across here, you fit underneath here and come around to this bit. I mean, it could be, I don't know whether we do it out that far, I don't know. And then I thought using these iron railings or iron fences would act as railings. So we need to get a few more. I've got some more iron here anyway, so I'll make some more up. And that's going to kind of come across then and then go that way. Yeah, so I'm going to get that built, get that roof done above the thing there, which means I've got to go this way, and then we'll come back and have a look and see how that looks. So I think this is starting to come along now. I've got this bridge here now that kind of links the whole thing across, as you can see from here. So these torches mark out where we can get light without it then spilling into here or making it spawnable, but we're probably still going to cover this up. And it may be that we put, I haven't got any here with me, but we put sort of half slabs going across so that nothing, no light can get in there at all. Certainly not from this side, and from this side, yeah, light's really not going to spill into it that much. So yeah, we need to sort all this out, make the path into it, but it's started to come along, and as you can see down here, I've been working on the lower area. So let's go and have a quick look down there, and I'll show you what I've been doing. And really the inspiration for this is now, because it kind of looks like a sewer from there, which I think is pretty cool. So what I want is this lower area will have, imagine if there was a sewer coming out of here, spilling with water, and it's coming to this area, and then these pipes are all interconnecting from this. So I want to fill water up to this level. It'll be too deep. But before I do, I want to get myself some mossy stone to be able to sort of fill in areas as well, make it look like it's wet and damp and it's been here for a long time. But yeah, I'm liking how that's coming along. So, but yeah, there's a lot of bricks to change out in these walls, so we're probably not going to get round to that today. But we do have a fully functional spawner. Jeffrey was over here a minute ago trying to get out, and unfortunately I realised why I shouldn't have changed one of the solid blocks for stairs, because all the spiders got out. But we sorted it out. We got it sorted. So yeah, pretty awesome. Let me know what you think. Is there anything else you think we should do to it? Yeah, we welcome your ideas in terms of aesthetics. What should we do with these spawners themselves? How should we shape those and colour them in? Two of them, by the way, because if you notice this one, the design is bricks going across the top, then we've got these chiseled bricks and then the stairs. But the ones over that side, the brown stained clay is coming down a little bit too far, so we need to swap that over, and the same on this side as well. So we'll get them, this is a definitive look I think, and we'll get the rest of them looking like that. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been great building here again. So yeah, let me know your ideas in the comments. I'd love to get your feedback on that, or just leave me a like if you've enjoyed it. And don't forget to go and check out, I'm floating, don't forget to go and check out Yanis's channel, because he put a lot of effort into helping me with this, So yeah, really cool, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.